So the topic of today seems to be tax. So would you like me to explain it to you 101 in less than 3 minutes? Let's get straight into it. The argument online is ridiculous. Some people claim the rich don't pay their share. Others act like they fund the entire country. So let's look at HMRC's own figures and end this nonsense once and for all. On income tax, the big one, the numbers are crystal clear. The top 1% of earners take home roughly 12 to 13% of all income, but they also pay 28 to 30% of all income tax in the UK. The top 10% pay around 60% of all income tax, and the bottom 50%, half the country, pay under 10%. So yes, in raw cash terms, the rich absolutely pay more. That is not a defense, that is a fact. But here's the reality behind the slogan nobody talks about. When you add VAT, council tax, fuel duty, national insurance, car tax, alcohol duty, and the never-ending stealth taxes, lower and middle earners get hit far harder as a percentage of their income. The system is progressive at the top and regressive at the bottom, and brutal in the middle. Capital gains tax tells the same story. The wealthy pay almost all of it, and national insurance, which politicians love, hits working people more than high earners. So when the left shout tax the rich, here's the problem. We already do. Heavily, and increasing it much further doesn't magically fix anything. All it does is slow investment, push high earners offshore, and shrink the pot that you're trying to tax. So what is the actual solution? Because shouting the same slogan is not a strategy. First, you need to stop hammering working people with stealth taxes. Freeze VAT on essentials, cut national insurance for the bottom and middle earners who actually feel it. Second, simplify the tax system so people aren't punished for working more. Progress should be rewarded, not taxed to death. Now let's get on to the real problem. And third, make the state efficient, not bigger, not more expensive. Efficient, because if the public sector used money responsibly, we wouldn't be having this debate every single 5 minutes. Fourth, grow the economy instead of squeezing it. More businesses, more jobs, more investment. That's how you increase tax revenue sustainably without crushing people. You see, the real problem in Britain isn't that the rich don't pay enough, it's that the government wastes what they already take. That's the actual problem, and working people are punished for being productive. So yes, whether you like it or not, the rich pay the most in cash, the poor pay the most as a percentage, and the middle, well, they're the ones carrying the country on their backs. And we have a government full of people that couldn't run a piss up in a brewery. That's the problem.